Yang Xiaoxie knows what money is not rich, this is all his own nonsense. Now it's okay, someone gave him $1 million, and he bragged about it, and his momentum was naturally huge. If he said, "Isn't he who he is?" I followed my master to disguise himself as an ordinary person, went to the treasure cave of Yumen Pass outside the Guan, and found the general of the former dynasty. I forgot the name. It seems to be Zhang Zia's grandson, he. Secretly laughing, he felt that he was full of immediacy, and even Zhang Zia's grandson couldn't help but chuckle twice. This treasure cave is the tomb of the general, it is very large, and it took more than 3 months to dig it to complete. Wow, there are so many, there are hundreds of pearls in the bowl alone, and I am really fascinated. It's a pity that my lord is very stingy, and he doesn't even divide me at all. When I'm a fool, I can't wait to get those treasures, and then fly away, and enjoy a lifetime of no longer having to be angry with others, but unfortunately I don't have enough strength alone, so I came to you. As long as I can share a little bit, then I can't enjoy it. Xiaoxie thought to himself, you greedy children, you can't see money, my old man is blowing a lot, even if you see through it, you still won't die of this heart. He thinks that doing this business is enough to eat soil for 7 or 8 lifetimes, and if it were him, he would do it, and he would compare his heart to his heart, and of course the odds are great. These bandits haven't read much either, so they naturally don't understand that Zhang Yuya doesn't have a grandson, and Xiaoye didn't say for sure that it was indeed this general. This is exactly where Xiaoye is powerful, like true and false, 7 points true, 3 points false, affirmed and denied, making people sound intuitively determined to be true. As long as they don't understand the mysteries, they won't know if it's false, but if it's slow, Xiaoye is not sure to be true, and it can't be regarded as Xiaoye's mistake. These true and false questions, Xiaoye has already used them perfectly, and they can be catchy without thinking. Although the second child was a little moved, his suspicious heart still existed, and he said sharply, "What nonsense are you talking about? At noon, we searched the car, but we didn't find gold and silver treasures, so many things will suddenly run out, you are obviously cheating, I skinned you." As he spoke, he raised his palm to attack the little evil. The boss stretched out his hand to stop him and said, "The second brother will wait until he finishes speaking." Xiaoxie smiled and said, "Second king, don't worry. I will answer all questions until you are satisfied. I can answer you when you say this, those jewels are all under the carriage, and you only search for the money you carry with you. How can you find treasures? If you can find them casually, then they are still treasures. If you smashed the cart at that time, you can find it." The boss said greedily, "Really?" The little evil said, "Why should I take this risk to deceive you? It is really my lord who is too mean to me, and those jewels are too attractive, so I came to you." The bandit leader thought about it and felt that Xiaoxie was very credible, and he said, "Forgive me and don't dare to lie to me. If there are really those jewels, it doesn't matter." The second said, "Boss, let's ask more clearly." His tone has softened a lot, and he dares to sing and write well, which also makes the treacherous man believe 7 points. "Little watch, how many jewels do you say are under the carriage?" Little evil said, "I can't count this, there are hundreds of pearls and big night pearls alone, plus priceless antiques, not to mention tens of millions of taels of silver, maybe more than that. If you think about it, if it's not valuable, why did my lord go out in person and run to this far and dangerous sea? Why?" The second child thought about it and said to him, "Where are they now, and how far are they from here?" When you hijacked the carriage, everyone was in a mess, some cried and cried, some were indignant, and when everyone got on the car, it was already dusk, and they only walked 10 miles and stopped at the foot of the mountain. because they wanted to rush to the night road. It was too dangerous, and it would not be good if they ran into something again, although my lord wanted to leave early, but he couldn't help if the chariot didn't go, and I took advantage of their inattention to sneak over to you to make a fortune together. Second child, how do you know that we are here, and we will not fly away? It's nothing, I think you all have a territory in this industry, and you can't cross the line, so I'm here to try my luck, in order to make a fortune in the present day. I didn't expect it to be a double red fortune, and I found you. In fact, Xiaoxie had already seen the horses ridden by these bandits at noon, dusty and breathless, and he already knew that their lair was not far from here, so he came up with this plan. Then how do you know that we won't kill you? The second child looked at Xiaoxie with a wicked smile, and he had the heart to kill first and then take the treasure. This. Xiaoxie pretended to be surprised and said, I'm not sure if you will kill me, but I have a child killed by you, and it will not do you any good, not to mention that I brought such good news, you won't really kill me. The second child smiled and said, since we already know this secret, it doesn't hurt to kill you. Saying that, he has raised his palm and forced into the little evil. Xiaoxie secretly shouted, fuck, this guy is really cunning and difficult to fight. With a twist of his mind, he said, King, you must not do it. Those jewels have been removed from the car by the master, only I know where these jewels are placed, you must not kill me. The second child smiled when he heard it, and he said, little brother, don't worry, let's go together, how can I kill you? Hee. The second child is really treacherous, and his joy and anger are only a thought. Xiaoxie said secretly, pretend, sooner or later you will fall into my hands. He said, as long as you don't kill me, and give me some afterwards, I'll take you there. Haha. The bandit leader laughed wildly and said, don't worry, Xiao Biao, as long as you succeed, everyone will benefit, and of course your share is indispensable. The second child seemed to think of something again, and he asked, Xiao Biao, how could your master take the jewelry off the car? Little Evil said, of course you have to take the car, what if the carriage runs away in the middle of the night? My lord is usually very careful, he can pay attention to this kind of thing, he can think of any kind of idea, even the box containing the treasure he also uses a corroded coffin board, people still think he is carrying bones. The second child thought about it and said, then why didn't you run away with the treasure, and why did you come to us? Xiaoxie sighed, there are many reasons for this. First, the treasure is quite heavy, I have to carry it, but I can't go far. Second, I have no horses, and in this wilderness steppe, I will die of hunger if I am not tired or die. Third, if I take the master's treasure, he will definitely report to the official to arrest me, and I am not familiar with life here, so I will definitely be caught. Fourthly, if I run into you, isn't it all over, so it's better to come to you after thinking about it, and I'll be satisfied with just a little bit, and I guess you won't give it to me, right? The second traitor laughed twice and laughed, no, definitely not, as long as you can get the treasure, you will definitely share a big bag, so that you can live this life comfortably. He said, thank you, when are we going? The second child looked at the sky and turned to the old avenue, boss, let's sort it out, how about we go and get the pile of treasures? Haha. The bandit had waited for a long time to wait for this sentence, and he hurriedly said, of course it's good, the sooner the more energetic. He turned to everyone and shouted, everyone, get on the horse, let's go make a lot of business. Boom! The crowd shouted wildly, and the previous drunken state was swept away, and they drilled into the stone cave. The bandit leader looked at the little evil and thought, hey boy, you sent this to the door yourself, No wonder others, as soon as the property is in hand, I will invite you to return to the West Heaven. Xiaoxie also looked at the bandit leader and thought, you big stupid cows don't know how to die, you want to estimate my cheapness, look in the mirror, and talk about it. Both sides have their own ghosts, and there is only one showdown. Soon the bandits were fully equipped, and they also led a horse to the little evil. The bandit leader said, Xiao Biao, you lead the way, dare to play tricks halfway, be careful of your head moving. Xiaoxie smiled, Uncle, don't worry, as long as it will not be long before you think how cute and righteous I am, I won't harm you, everyone earns money, I just think it's a little less. He thought, wait a minute, of course you'll think I'm cute, and even my dad will call me out. Let's go. At the sound of an order, the horses rushed to the dust, and the sound of hurried horses' hooves pierced the night sky.